the Cumulus Media Station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, featuring Special K and Sam. It's Roula and Ryan's Rapid Fire Quiz on 104.1 KRP.
All right,
here we go.
The games begin.
Here we go.
Ole, ole, ole.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I like
Roula
that.
has won the last two times, okay?
I'm going for a three-peat. Let's see if I can make it happen today. Who is hoping I make this happen today? Who's my partner, Ahmad? I don't see the name. Oh, yeah, Jessica. Jessica's playing with me. Josh is playing with Eric. Fidelia's playing with Kevin. Nini is playing with Ahmad, or is it Nene? N-E-N-E.
No.
Nini.
Okay.
Nini's playing with Ahmad. Chris is playing with Sam and Juan, our special guest today. They're going to team up, double team.
We'll give them like an extra half a second. Because I know it could be confusing.
To confer. Okay.
Yeah,
Not to confer. If you know, you got to yell out your answer.
Remember,
There's no
if you
conferring.
say, no matter which one of you speak, if you spit out the wrong answer, you're going to immediately hear that.
Yeah, so here's what's up for grabs. A 4-pack of tickets to see the Space Cowboys, the Sugarland Space Cowboys, take on Albuquerque at Constellation Field on Sunday. That's April 13th. It's also Palm Sunday, April 13th. So you get 4 tickets if we perform perfectly for you.
I think it's WrestleMania weekend, too.
Oh, is it? What number?
I have no idea. They do the Roman numerals. And
Roman noodles?
Roman noodles?
Those sound delicious.
Those Roman numerals are confusing.
I don't understand the numeral things.
Like, I want to see what it's all about because I just watched that special on Netflix,
Yeah, well,
Mr. McMahon.
Watch with me Saturday and Sunday.
So here's how we're going to start it out. Since I won last week, I have to go last, which means does Eric start this out?
Yep.
Yes, the
Okay.
order is Eric, followed by Kevin, and then Sam and Juan are a team, Ahmad, and then you, Roula.
Okay.
Now, the way we do this...
Your team Swan.
Swan.
Sam and Juan.
That's your couple name. The way we do it, round 1 is 75 seconds, a little extra time there, and then the following rounds are only 60 seconds. And we'll eliminate 2 people in this first round.
Yep. Let's go. Let's hit it.
Possibly 3.
Well, yeah. Good point. Here we go.
Let's hit it.
All right, Eric, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Eric, a show streaming on Max about a fictional resort where they have had
White
3
Lotus.
seasons. Yes. Kevin, a symbolic costume character for a sports team is called what?
Mascot.
Okay, Sam Juan, a science guy with a bow tie.
Bill Nye.
Ahmad, what 80s band released the song Relax? Roula, who played Iceman in Top Gun?
Val Kilmer.
Eric, Alfred Pennyworth is the butler to what superhero? Batman. Kevin, a nerdy waist bag worn around vacations.
A fanny pack.
All right, Sam Juan, what TV series is about the Roy family and their media empire?
Empire.
I love
Ahmad,
that,
what European country is shaped like a boot?
though. Italy.
Rolla, what has more carbs, rice or cheese?
I'll go rice.
Eric, a group of lions is called a what?
Pride.
Kevin, what country is bigger in terms of area, Canada or America?
Canada.
All right, Sam Juan, Eddie Murphy's character in Shrek.
Oh, my God.
Ahmad,
Donkey.
what river is a...
Time.
Time out.
I'm out.
Wasn't he the
All right.
donkey?
It's
Yeah.
Donkey.
Donkey.
It was Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Ahmad.
Relax.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
No,
That is a
hell no.
staple
I know
for our
that
people.
song.
No.
but who the hell
Frankie
is
Goes
that?
to Hollywood.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood. That was their big
What
hit.
the hell? I'm
Era one-hit wonder.
26.
That would have been
Give
tough.
me a break.
I know the song.
Yeah, that one was hard.
Like, come on
I
now.
mean, but you go to the old people bars with
I
me
do,
and you hear that
and
music.
I share. I don't play Frankie
All right.
Goes to
You don't share.
Hollywood.
1 point Ahmad,
What
1
else
point
was
Sam,
missed?
and Juan means they're out.
Succession was the
Succession.
Oh,
TV series.
Succession. I didn't watch
Yeah.
that.
All right, so...
Juan, you got stumped there. I don't think anything.
Sam kept looking at Juan. He was like,
I think
I
it's
thought you were going to answer.
Well, I didn't know.
So once again,
Okay. All right.
if
Okay, we
you're
go round two
just
now.
joining Rapid Fire, who has been eliminated?
It's Sam and Juan as a team together. They're out, and Ahmad is out because they each had 1 point. Ahmad ran out of time to answer the last question, which means the second round will start with me, and it'll be me,
Yes.
Eric, and then Special K in the second round.
all right.
All right, let me get
60
things ready
seconds.
here.
Got it.
A little bit less time for
do you
this
get?
round. All right, here we go. Roula in 3, 2, 1. Roula, what river is a border between Texas and Mexico?
Rio Grande.
Eric, do physically fit people have a high heart rate or a low heart rate?
They have a high one.
Kevin, what tech company has the slogan, Think Different?
Microsoft.
Damn it. Rula, what children's book is set in the 100-Acre Wood?
The 100-Acre Wood Story.
That one.
Eric, how many red stripes are on a bowling pin?
3. Oh, one. Son of a... No,
Kevin,
2. I have no idea.
Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote what historical musical? Rula, does fire have a shadow?
Yes. I don't
Eric,
know.
the royal residence in London for the royals is called what?
Buckingham Palace.
All right, Kevin, what color is SpongeBob's tie?
Blue.
Rula, Tom Hanks movie where a Zoltron machine makes him an adult.
Big.
Eric, how many calories are in a glass of wine? 280 or 140?
280.
No time.
Time.
Oh my God, that was the worst run for all of us.
50-50 and I couldn't
I got
get
2,
anything.
he got 1, Kevin got 0.
That was awful.
Fire does not have a shadow. I don't know. Who the hell asked that question? What kind of random question is that?
People have a low resting heart rate.
I don't know.
The tech company with the slogan "Think Different" is Apple. Winnie the Pooh lives in the 100-Acre Wood.
Yeah, I knew that.
There are 2 red
hate
stripes
Winnie
on
the
a bowling pin.
2?
Hamilton is Lin-Manuel Miranda's play.
All right, well, Eric, it's me and you. After that
that's it.
stellar
What's SpongeBob's
performance.
tie? Isn't it black?
No, it's
SpongeBob's
red.
tie?
It's red.
Is
It's
it
red.
Okay.
And there are 140 calories in a glass of wine.
Kevin, I thought for sure you had Hamilton.
Hamilton.
I know.
Yeah. It was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. Kevin's
Look
out.
at the three-peat.
People want to revoke your gay card, Ahmad.
Ahmad.
For not
Oh,
knowing
yeah.
Frankie Goes to
Girl,
Hollywood.
eat.
They said that's the gayest song on earth.
It
I
is.
know the song, but I don't know the name of the band. I play Cher, I play Madonna. I don't know Frankie and Bollywood.
No, Frankie goes to Hollywood.
Sorry.
Not Bollywood.
Revoke my gay card. I'm 26.
All right, all
Relax.
right. Here we go. Now, the timer ran out on Eric when he answered, or he? I can't remember how that worked out between Eric and Kevin. Who goes first in the next round? Me
You
or
go
Eric?
first
I put
because
you down.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
all
I
right.
guessed.
because Kev didn't get to answer.
Okay, that's
Showdown
Rula,
between
Eric.
Rula and Eric.
All right, here we
60
go, Eric.
seconds.
It's me and you. 4-pack of Space Cowboys, Palm Sunday for somebody. Let's go.
Don't say anything about the Cougs. I'll knock Rula off her game.
I studied for that question, too.
You
I
studied.
was like, who was the guy?
Who won?
Who did
Florida?
they play
Yeah.
against? Yeah, Florida something.
Let's go. Rapid fire quiz championship round. Let's go.
All right, Rula, in 3, 2, 1. Rula, what instrument measures air pressure in the atmosphere?
The barometer.
Nice.
Eric, what forest did Robin Hood live in?
Sherwood.
Rula, how many numbers in a row do you need to win at bingo?
5.
Eric, what movie is based on the life of Queen singer Freddie Mercury?
Oh, I forget the name of that movie.
See?
Yeah.
Rula, what element in the blood causes it to be red?
Red blood cells.
Eric, does the Earth revolve around the moon?
No.
Rula, Dom Toretto is a character from what movie franchise?
Avengers.
Eric, what does EDM stand for in music?
Electric dance music.
Rula, how many
Retro
singers
is
are in a barbershop quartet?
4.
All right, Eric, he won Best Actor in 1993 and 1994 back-to-back.
Tom Hanks.
Rula, what is bigger, an alligator or a crocodile?
I'm going to go alligator. Dang.
Eric, how many stepsisters did Sid?
Time.
All right,
It's a
Eric.
tie.
Oh, man.
It's a tie.
These
Electronic.
were hard.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
really, you got
Electric.
3 and he got 2.
Yeah.
Oh, he got
No.
2. Oh, that's right. Okay. No,
Yeah, I
I
got
thought he got
three.
the last one was 3
Yeah.
because he got Tom Hanks.
I got 3.
He got Tom Hanks.
I missed hemoglobin. He missed.
I missed
no,
electric. I said electric instead of electronic.
What element in the blood causes it to be red is iron.
Oh, I thought you were-
Oh.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
I was going to guess that.
So
too.
I have 3. You have 2. I have 3 for him with Tom Hanks.
I have 3 as well.
Okay,
Dom
so we're
Toretto
tied.
is in Fast
Okay,
and Furious.
sorry.
Oh,
I don't
Fast
know.
and Furious.
I was gonna say The
missed that one.
Godfather.
I know. I was like, I don't know. Don Corleone, I know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know Fast and Furious.
And a crocodile is bigger than an alligator.
There's a lot
I
of
know.
50-50s and
God, this is hard. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I even gave you like you got a 50-50
I know, I
shot at
still
getting
suck.
it right or wrong.
I got one
okay,
right.
rapid fire quiz championship tie-breaking round goes like this. We just know the last words. We can yell out our name. If we have the correct answer, we win. If we don't have the correct answer, the opposite person wins. What is the last word of this question?
Florida Gators.
I'll give you the last 2
Eric
words.
always loves to throw out the answer before he even hears the
It makes
question.
him mad if I'm right that he has to do a new one.
Like, you.
Let's just get to it.
I'll
What
give
is
you the
it?
last 2 words. Zodiac sign, okay?
Oh,
So
fun
here we go.
time.
The
So we're
tiebreaker. You buzz in with your
I don't
name.
know. I'm screwed.
Here we go.
I'm going to give you my powers, Eric. I'm
Here we
gonna
go,
help-
here we
I'm
go.
helping
Do
you
the
win.
The
question.
question is,
Just give
if
it to Rula.
you were born on Christmas, what is your zodiac sign?
I don't
Rula.
even know this stuff.
All right.
Bull.
Aquarius.
Eric wins.
Aquarius is February.
No, I thought it was the 22nd.
No,
it's
it's January
Capricorn.
15th or
It flips on
If you're
Capricorn.
born on Christmas, your zodiac
I'm
sign would be
Aquarius and
Capricorn.
Sam's Aquarius. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah, that's not
Crazy.
our.
So, Eric, you were so despondent and you won.
Yeah, because I really thought on the 22nd. Dang it.
No free people. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was so close.
You're like the Cougs, and I was Florida, I guess.
It's right, Chase. Hold on. Look at this. I know
What?
I'm right. My best friend high school's birthday was December 22nd. He was a Capricorn. The 25th, it flips to Aquarius, right? Let me see. Look at this. What does this say?
Christmas Day.
Capricorn is the 10th sign of the zodiac, represented by a sea goat associated with the period from December 22. Okay, yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
25th.
22nd, he's on the cusp.
There.
Just for that, play my music again,
Play it
Sam.
again. Yeah,
Play my music
Roula's
Yeah,
gotta
do it
get.
again.
She got to hear it again.
I did protest.
It's glorious.
Capricornius. Capricornius.
Yeah.
Took me out. The Capricornius took me out. And I usually know most of my signs.
Smells
but
like Souvlaki.
darn it. Capricorn starts on the 22nd. It doesn't end on the 22nd.
Look,
Now I know.
baby.
All right. So the winner is Josh. Josh is going to the Space Cowboys. Congratulations, Josh.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Good
My
job,
kids are
buddy.
excited.
All right, good. You're going to hang on the line. We'll get your 4-pack of tickets off the air so you can get on your way.
Eric, does it feel
and-
like a hollow win since you
Yeah,
really
yeah.
only got it because she got it wrong?
It's one of those games where it's like the ref calls the whistle and it wasn't a foul, but you get the free throws, you lose. Just got to accept it, and I'm so happy.
I don't know what that meant.
Oh,
but
my
I don't understand that.
What the hell was that?
All I know is I'm a winner for once by her losing.
Has anybody had a three-peat this
Yeah,
year?
Not this year.
No, not this year.
It's too soon to have it this year. I guess that could have been it.
Yeah, no.
Darn.
You had
Okay.
it almost.
So coming up next, it's Roula's Relationship Roulette. There is a TikTok dating advice person, a therapist. She's not a therapist.
No,
She
she's
just,
the dating
she just went
expert.
viral for her dating
She's all over.
advice.
She does dating advice for
Okay.
millions of people.
Yeah,
She's
she-
a dating coach.
She's
Yeah.
a dating coach. She quit her job to become a dating coach. And, you know, as most videos are filmed in your car, she's in her car. And she's giving you the translation.
driving?
No, but most people sit in their car and
But
they
I
do
want to play this
videos.
because I think it'll help guys out because she decodes texts that women say to men.
Oh, yeah.
And us guys wonder what that text means.
Texting's
And
so
I'd like to ask you
confusing.
ladies if this is true.
Okay.
Like when I text Sam, okay.
Kev, that ruined me.
I know. Every time.
It ruins
Are
me.
you mad?
Yes.
Is that cool?
I can't.
don't understand. What's
I
the
can't.
tone?
I don't
The
understand.
tone,
it.
yeah, what's the tone?
What's the tone?
All right, so what does
Send
she
me
have to
emoji.
say in this, decoding of relationship language? You're going to find out next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
And we'll find out what's the deal. It's Roula's Relationship Roulette on KRB.
I love this song. Can we have another verse?
I mean, why not?
They can be hungry for some lunch.
Spin the wheel, find out what's the deal. It's Roula's Relationship Roulette on KRB.
Is that strange? Those are not real humans at all.
No, that's AI generated.
Artificial intelligence.
Oh,
We still
Pancho.
have
Keep on
minute.
going. Yeah, because it just keeps going.
All right.
They're really stretching out the E on KRBE.
And for those that are newer to the show, we just had artificial intelligence create a whole bunch of random things for the show, and it just picked this
Need to bring it back.
for Roula's Relationship Roulette. Okay, so a lot of times you guys throw questions my way, or I'll see something that I'm like, okay, this is a good question for Roula's Relationship
I'm going
Roulette.
to bring Juan in to join us because he's actually probably he's the only single person here.
Guy
Yeah.
perspective.
Juan is visiting our show today. We keep resetting who he is for everybody who's tuning in new for their day. He's a loyal fan of the show. We met him in 2014, 2013.
Been part of
He
some
came
road
to the Raw
shows.
feed. Came to the first road show ever at the Improv. He rode a camel with Special K at San Jose Race Park.
Yeah,
he went
he's
to
a
the haunted house
trooper.
with Eric.
Yeah.
He's done a lot.
Oh, yeah, the haunted house thing was.
Yeah.
I always,
Haunted house.
I gotta get that audio.
A lot. So we haven't seen him in a long time. So he came by to say hi and hang out with us.
Good morning,
Yeah.
Juan.
It's good to be here. Good to be back.
And you're single now. You're not in a relationship anymore.
Nah, I'm single.
What's
Okay.
the longest relationship you ever had?
6 months.
Okay.
So
That's not
he-
bad. You're
Fair
30.
amount of
Now,
time.
when that ended, Juan, because this is about what women say when they don't really want to say the truth. Did you guys mutually part ways? Did you choose to end that relationship, or did she choose to end it?
Yeah, it was mutual. We weren't feeling it
Not feeling the chemistry?
Yeah. So we
But 6 months, though, you figure like you would have it. It just, all of a sudden.
Maybe you thought you had it because you're excited about it, and then you're like, it's not really that great.
I have a question because, short people problems. Do you try to kind of steer away from ladies that are taller than you, or do you really care? Will you climb that tree?
Because you're,
Because
you're 5'3" or 5'4".
Yeah.
I really don't care as long as it's mostly about chemistry and talking.
Okay.
But you don't like get
they're
upset.
hard.
Like if you see a woman like Roula's size, she's 5'8".
Oh.
Rula size.
Height, whatever.
That would not intimidate you, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay.
Height, whatever it is.
No, yeah, I don't think about height. It's mostly about personality and getting along.
That's a good way to look at things.
Well, ladies, it's 37530. He's a little snack, is what we call him in my community. Little snake. Little snack. Yeah,
All right,
he's
so,
very sweet too. Reach out.
Blaine Anderson is a dating expert, and she put a TikTok video out there, and she was talking about what the real translation is when a girl tells you one thing. Here's what she's really trying to say to you without saying it. We'll play some audio from her TikTok video.
We'll do one at a time because there's only 3 of them.
Okay.
But she does them fast. So
I have it set up with a little pause.
yeah, so we can play one first.
Here we go.
Here are the things girls say they want versus what they actually mean. I don't want to ruin our friendship. I'm not attracted to you, but you're my friend, and I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin our friendship means we cannot.
I'm not into you. I just am not attracted.
Yeah.
And if we try
Friends
this,
only.
it's going to be over. All right.
And that's true.
I think that's true.
Oh, absolutely. That's the easiest way to say that.
Yeah.
I
Easiest
don't
way.
want to ruin
I
our
don't wanna ruin our
friendshot.
friendship.
That's a nicer
It's a nicer
thing
way
than
to
saying
we're
I'm not attracted to
We're
you.
not
But
dating.
if the guy's so into you,
Wouldn't you say like 2% of the time or 1% of the time that could be true? Like, I really don't want to ruin the friendship, but I do want to sleep, try this. But no.
What was
98%
that,
of the time, it's that.
What was that movie with Ryan?
Or you're going to risk it all.
Yeah, just risk it all, never talk to each other
Yes.
again.
Ryan
That's it.
Reynolds, where they were best friends, but he was really chubby, and then he came back.
Just friends.
Yes.
yep.
Love that movie.
All right, here's her next theory on what we say and what we really mean.
I'm so bad at texting. I'm not really interested, and I'm only responding to be polite.
Who says I'm so bad at texting in 2025? I'm so bad at texting.
But getting back to people.
There's like my little brother is the worst at texting back. It takes him like 3 to 5 business days.
Texting back is
That's
different.
texting Yeah. back.
Play it again,
I thought
play it
you meant
again.
the actual
So that's
texting.
No, like
No. I'm pretty sure she means
Yeah,
like
that's
Just like getting back to you on a text.
Yes,
Got
yes.
it. Got it. Okay.
I'm so bad at texting. I'm not really interested, and I'm only responding to be polite.
All right, yeah. The
Yeah, you're like, I
texting
don't have
back.
time for this
You're
because I
just
don't.
not taking the time to actually.
But sometimes don't you, with anything, when you text somebody, you're like, I want to text them, but if I do, then we're gonna have to text back and forth like 6-7 times.
And where does it stop?
I don't have time for that. Like,
How long do you think is too long to respond? Like when you text
Like,
somebody
taking too-
and
like
you
how
know
long is
that
taking
they've
too
read
long?
it.
well, it depends what it's saying too. Like if it's something emergency wise, within a couple hours. But if it's something that's evergreen, you're like, oh, I'll answer it whenever. Then it gets pushed down, and you forget about it.
Yeah, I can't do that. I respond immediately.
And then also I'm living that life where it's like, I saw your text at in the car picking up some person in my life, probably a kid at school, and I started texting you and then just lived in the bubble, and here I am 4 months later remembering to send it.
Oh, that's the worst. You forget to hit send.
Oh my god!
I mean, you know how many times it's happened to me in the car? Like, I'm like, oh yeah, did I not actually hit send on that? Sorry. It's 3 weeks later. Sorry. All right. So what's Blaine Anderson's next decoded
the last
language
one
from
here.
ladies?
You're funny. I like this conversation. Keep it going.
You're funny. Means I like
I
this
like this
conversation.
conversation. Keep it going.
Well, it depends on how she's saying it.
You're
If you're
funny.
talking to a girl and she says, wow, you're funny, that's great. Sure, she means it, and yeah, let's keep it going. But what if she looks at you and goes, you're funny.
Looking.
Right? That's a weird way to think. I'm
Juan, when you-
not vibing with you.
When you're dating people, are you, because you're 30, are you calling them, or is it strictly 90% texting, 50-50? What are you seeing out there?
It's mostly texting. I do feel that calling, it's better, but nowadays everybody just wants to text.
Is it rare to
You're
get
weird.
to say, "Hey, can we talk on the phone"? Would that be weird?
Yeah, no, I think nowadays I think people just all people just just text me. Well, I prefer calling.
Okay, so
There's
in the
so
time
much.
one that you've met somebody and we're texting back and forth, do you cold call them or do you say, "Hey, can I call you"? Or do you
No.
just call them and then they don't answer and they just text you back and say, "I just want to text"? Like, what's the response to a call?
Well, usually, yeah. Sometimes call, and then they'll just text me back, be like, "Oh, I'm busy right now. I'll call you right back." But then
They never do.
So just text
what's
me
that
back.
mean, ladies?
Yeah,
I'm
what does that
busy
mean?
right now.
Means I don't have time for this conversation right now. I'm not prepared for this
Yeah.
conversation right now. Just can't answer this.
Either
phone.
they're busy or it's an excuse.
Or I don't
Not
want
that
to.
important.
So there's
to
one
me.
more she had?
Yeah, there's one more. Here we go.
I don't post who I date on social media. I don't want people to know we're dating. At least not yet.
I don't post what?
Photos.
Photos.
Okay.
I don't post photos on social media. Here, hold on.
I don't post who I date on social media.
Oh, who
I
I
don't want
date.
people to know we're dating. At least not yet.
Yeah. I don't post
so
who
you-
I date.
You're kind of embarrassed of them.
Well, you're not sure yet what that is.
That's a big step to
You got a lot of
post
people
a picture with
milling
somebody.
around in the neighborhood. You don't want them to know you landed on one
And what
house.
if you only started dating like a month and then you realize you're not connected and you're like, great, I just put them on social media. Now I need to go
And that
delete
freaks
the
people out
post.
too, right? If you
Like,
you put a post with them on it, then
already, yeah.
You got to explain to everybody
You have to ask
what your
permission.
status is.
Don't you?
That's
Would you have to ask permission? Like, yeah, you should.
But even if you just
probably.
got a phone, hey, I had a great night last night on this date, and they made that post like that.
Or if you fawn over them on social media and like build them up real big, and then then they dump you.
That
And
is
then
very
you gotta
odd.
Delete all your
Especially if
stuff.
you're not as into, if the person's not as into you as you are to them, and you're all out there blowing them up, and then you're like, oh my god, that's driving them away. What girl would, in her right mind, would ever do that? That you're making a mistake, honey. Run away from that idea. Do not go out with somebody new and be like, oh my gosh, so excited about this guy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know any girl who would do that. But let me tell you all this thing. You know, what's our kids' age now, Eric? Is that Gen Alpha?
I don't even know what they are.
If they're 14-year-olds, 12-year-olds, they're
I
Gen
think
Alpha.
they're Gen Alpha.
Gen A.
Okay.
When
What-
Gen A.
somebody tells that
Gen
joke, they
A,
kid.
yeah, the joke. So what is very normal that I'm seeing for our kids is that they just FaceTime each other all the time.
Yep.
It's not even like a warning call or a text. They just FaceTime.
Oh, you better not.
And they stay on the phone, and they're just looking at each other, and they're like making lunch, or
I'll see
they're
my kid-
doing homework, and they're just looking at each
I'll
other.
see my kid and your kids, there's like 3 of then 4.
Yeah.
And they have like the
It's like
the
a chat box
boxes
on
and
there.
chat
It's like-
box.
It's a group FaceTime.
I mean,
So I
that's
think,
nuts.
Eric, as they progress into adulthood, and this is going to be like their norm for their generation,
see them.
that dating will be FaceTime hangouts like this. Like in high school, they're like, dating. Oh, okay. But they're just on FaceTime.
Which is
all the
weird because they're
time.
going to the extreme where
Yes.
millennials and Gen Z, they
It's like,
they
I'm not
want
answering a
text.
FaceTime unless you warned me and told me you're
I
going to FaceTime.
FaceTime my family all the time.
Well, it's different
Really?
if it's your family, but like, Sam, if I FaceTime you,
I never do that.
and
I
don't
would
even
pick
tell
up.
you, hey, what are you
I
doing?
would totally pick
I
up.
just FaceTime you.
I would pick up.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I
All right.
would.
A challenge, guys. We're all
Absolutely.
going to do it at some time.
Random times in the next
Just
5 days, we'll
FaceTime?
just FaceTime.
Yeah, just FaceTime me. I totally will pick up. I promise.
Sitting on the toilet.
We do. My family does Echo
This is what
Show,
you get.
like the Amazon Echo Show. It's it's the one with the screen, and so that's a little bit. That's better warning, and you can put it somewhere where it's just like it looks like a pretty scene in your kitchen.
During COVID, that was fun.
That was.
With everybody to see the families and
Yeah, that was great.
I remember we all dressed up in. I wore my tuxedo. We all had a
No pants.
Happy hour.
happy hour
Oh my
night. And then we did
gosh.
costume night. My whole family dressed up like a Money Heist,
Oh, that's cool.
and they had that song playing. I forget the name of the theme song they always had for that show and stuff. Sometimes I miss parts of that COVID stuff.
You missed the pandemic.
I
The
missed-
isolation.
Isolation, being with just the family.
Mm-hmm.
That's only because you
That's
like
because
the
you're a
space you were
homebody
in.
and you didn't
Yeah.
have to come to work.
I don't
Yeah,
miss
exactly.
the whole sickness part of it. That was no picnic.
Listen, when I went to go visit family overseas in 22, Eric, and I saw the apartment that my cousin lives in, and knowing that she was in that for 2 years straight,
That would suck if you're in an apartment.
apartments are fine. I've lived in an apartment. That's fine. But hers in particular was like smaller than an efficiency.
What?
Yeah. And she was with her husband. It was just her and her husband because they had downsized after their son went to college. And I'm like, see, now this would have driven me crazy.
Yeah.
Like in for 2 years just in here. Just in
no
here.
room.
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
You know, if you didn't have space, that really was a bad way for a lot of people.
Yep.
All right, so there are some decoded texts. Yeah, we're going to FaceTime Sam left and right.
Yeah,
in the
let's see
next
what
5
happens,
days.
guys.
Let's see how many times
You're
she
gonna see her
actually
crazy
answers.
toddler.
You never know. You're going to see.
Yeah, let's see what
You're
happens.
just gonna see a crazy toddler.
You can't FaceTime me. I can only FaceTime you.
yeah,
when I'm
no,
ready.
I don't think Roula would.
All right, coming up next, speaking of texting, Crime Stoppers covers a variety of topics when it comes to your kids and your own safety, especially when you're single or dating. You want to make sure you're safe and people know where you are. Crime Stoppers is going to come in and talk about the Safe Text Program. What's the Safe Text Program? What is the Safe School Program? What's the Safe Text Program? We're going to
Always
find out
learn
next.
a lot from Crime Stoppers.
For sure, and that's going to happen next on The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
KRBE. Turn it up. With more of the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Now, we usually do Scoop here, brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, but we are going to put the spotlight on our community right now with Crime Stoppers. Rania Mancarius is back again in studio.
Good morning, Rania. How you doing?
Good. I'm always so happy to be with you guys.
I know, it's always great to have you here. Crime-stoppers.org is the website for Crime Stoppers. It has been around forever. And it helps us keep crime off the streets. Or if you see something, say something. It's 713-222-TIPS. If you want to report something anonymously because you know something's about to happen, I got to give props to all these high school teenagers who've been using that line, Rania.
Yes, they have.
They've been very busy the first quarter of this year talking about what they're seeing in their school.
Absolutely. And we know if you're in the Houston area, there's been this massive uptick in these school threats at the start of the year. And it was really concerning for us. But a lot of these kids, we applaud them for calling our organization. We just had a press conference last time I was here. We were going straight to a press. Yes.
Yeah.
Straight to a press conference with one of the school police chiefs because a student had sent a tip into Crime Stoppers and thwarted an attack in the making against a local school. So we applaud the kids that recognize it's so important to say something.
Between April and the end of the school year, I feel like that's when we've seen some of the most famous school shootings.
Why does it escalate during that time frame?
So we think at the beginning of the year, it was a combination of things. Well, one, we've seen teen violence go up. Like that's just been, if you're on the news at all.
Oh,
you see
you've seen teens beating each other up or just teen violence against adults. Just teen violence is crazy right now.
It's gone up drastically. We think at the beginning of the year, it might have had something to do with the election because it didn't matter what side of the fence your family was on. The conversations in the home were like, the world's over. If you vote for this one, the world's over. If you vote for that one, the world's over. And I think kids were feeling that pressure and that stress. So I think that had a role to play with the violence upticking. But end of year is when we traditionally see it. I think it's just, I'm done with this place. I'm going to go out in a bang. I don't care who I hurt on my way out. I have an agenda. And I'm going to...
So be on the lookout if you hear stuff.
I mean, Rania, in the last month, there were several thwarted school shootings.
Yeah.
Or, where they were planning to do this, and they got the tips, and it was stopped. What I'm wondering is, you're saying it's just at the end of the year, that's what's driving them to do this?
I think if you've gone through a year of being bullied or being isolated or being frustrated or being whatever, it might culminate at the end of the year. But there's also, we know at the end of the year with finals and the kids just say it to get out of school. Like, hey, I have a final I don't want to
fraudulent,
take.
Then.
Yeah, but it's
but you have to take it serious. A
terroristic threat is a criminal offense. But I will say that just to your point, Ryan, kids using guns has increased by 44% this year. So kids and guns, teens and guns, and the usage of that has increased by 44%.
And they're getting guns from their own house, or are they purchasing guns somewhere else?
From their own house. They're stealing them from cars. They're stealing them from other places, but you can purchase them online. I don't know how much of them are purchasing them, but they have access to it.
Right.
And so you see a lot of these thefts, especially from pickup trucks where they carry weapons and kids know that they have a console for them. Those are minors.
We're having Rania Mancarius from Crime Stoppers in studio here on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. And there's always like a different platform we want to hit when you're here, Rania.
Yes.
So tell me about the Safe Text program. What's that?
Well, we're so excited. So as we talk to people, we get a lot of people that have questions. And so we want to create ways for the community to respond. And this is separate than the tip line. This isn't like I have to report a tip. So we were like, why don't we create this software, launch this program where a parent can literally text us any question they have.
That's cool.
And it's amazing. It's 901-4SAFETY. So if you text 901-472-3389, and if you just text that number a question like, tell me about cyber safety, or how do I talk to my kids about terroristic threats or fentanyl? We will send you all of our information so you have it in real time.
Does it come like
instant?
Kind of like AI type stuff where you can...
Exactly. So we populated over 100 topics into this, and then it pulls it and sends it back. It's presented by Phillips 66. We're so thankful that they've helped us do this. The idea is that when parents are talking, they don't know. They don't have the information in front of them, and so they can kind of quietly just grab their phone and get the information.
So it's really cool. It's the number 9014, the number 4, and then the numbers for the word safety.
Yes.
Right. So 9014 and then 723-889.
3389.
Oh, 3389.
Yes.
3389. So, Rania,
so easy.
You mentioned the text program, but as a parent, and you know your kids are living on their phone, is there a way where parents can be privy to what their kids are texting without them knowing that they're reading it?
There's a few parent monitoring apps that you can use. Bark is the most well-known. There's a few of them. The problem with them is they are allowed on certain platforms. They're not allowed on others. So right now, Sammy's Law is something that's being discussed in Texas and across the country. And the idea is parents just want to have parent monitoring platforms allowed on Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok.
What's Sammy's Law? Like, what's the story of Sammy?
It's Sam Chapman, the boy who took that fentanyl-laced pill, the son of Laura Berman and Sam Chapman. And they didn't know he was on Snapchat and a pill pusher was talking to him. They had no idea. And if you go get parenting platforms, they're not allowed on these major social media apps because they say, well, your kids have privacy, so we're not going to allow you to monitor what they're saying.
So irresponsible.
It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. The other thing is, so not only are there some monitoring platforms that are allowed, like let's say texting, normal texting, our kids know that once they're doing something suspicious, they're going to go off. They're going to go on WhatsApp where it's encrypted. They're going to talk through hidden apps. They're going to do other things.
Yeah, they're always one step ahead.
10 steps ahead. Like, aren't they?
Yeah,
it's like,
for sure. It's
like
crazy.
It's like back in the day when cops, radar detectors, and somebody would get a fuzzbuster thing, a radar,
Oh, yeah,
and then there'd be
remember
something
those.
new, a new brand, because you're just always trying to get ahead of each other.
Yes.
You can't stop it.
You mentioned
stop it.
WhatsApp. Well, what would be the prevalent line of communication between kids right now? Like, not texting, it would be messaging through an app.
They're
It's totally
snapping.
Snapchat.
Just snaps.
They're
Yeah, because
snapping
everybody's on
constantly.
Snapchat. Like, my oldest is 14, Rania, and
Yes.
she has been asking me for probably, I don't know, 2 months. Please, Mommy, can I have Snapchat? And I give her the credit that she doesn't get it without she's going behind my back. She's
Yes.
actually asking me. She's waiting for the date that I allow it. And she asked me just last night again, Mommy, can I get Snapchat like on Friday? And I just said, here's the thing. I am going to be okay with you having it. I'm just trying to figure out when, because the second I tell you yes, I'm losing you.
I know.
You're going to bury your face in your phone and you're going to be so excited you have it. You're going to be in your room all night. And here's the one thing I will tell you about Snapchat that I'm okay with versus other apps is that a Snapchat profile is an emoji of you. It's a character avatar of you. It is not like on X or Instagram or whatever. It can be whatever like picture you want, because there are so many predators and perverts in this world that will make their profile picture genitalia, or they will make it something pornographic.
Yes.
So that even though your kid is not at all
Doing anything.
allowing anybody outside of their private circle to access them, somehow these apps have the algorithms where you can still be requested by somebody and just seeing the request.
Yeah.
The little square of the request is
something
pornographic.
bad.
And
Yes.
it's so maddening.
Yes.
So maddening. And to your point, Rania, in the past, we've talked about these predators online who fake being like 14-year-old girls or 14-year-old boys. Those dirtbag predators just put themselves out there.
Well, and can I add something off of what you guys were talking about right before I came on, and the fact that kids love to FaceTime?
Yeah.
I just want to throw this out there. We have been telling kids, like, don't talk to people, strangers online. They say, well, we've been chatting and now we're no longer strangers. I really, really know them. We've become friends. Actually, now he's my boyfriend. And then, they've never really seen them. It's all chat. Predators are now, they have the ability to FaceTime with your child and use a younger looking person.
Oh,
my God,
that's like through AI?
Through AI, or depending on where they are, through recruiting. And so the most heartbreaking case to me is actually out of Michigan, where a young boy was FaceTiming the girl. I mean, he said, Mom, he ended up taking his own life. But what they found was, like, it wasn't that he was texting and he didn't know. He was FaceTiming. So in his world, he's like, I actually see her.
Yeah, I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, I'm doing the right thing.
I'm
And he
just-
exposed himself, and they ended up turning it around quickly, and he took his own life.
He took his own life
By
because he was humiliated by finding out the predator was why did he take his own life?
So I'll tell you quickly, because this is another huge issue. He was a young boy. He was an avid runner. He was about to get a scholarship for running. That girl said, or that team said, we're going to expose you. You're going to lose your scholarship. You're going to lose your you're the greatest kid on campus. You're going to be a laughing stock. You're going to do what
And
we
that's your
say.
life, running and being popular, and all of a sudden
Scholarship
taken away.
So he thought everything was over.
It's
He
over
thought what's there
anyway.
left to live
It's
for.
over
And it's pretty much impossible to prosecute these people, right?
It is, although that we're starting to, especially those who sell fentanyl to kids, we're starting to see governments bring them extradition, bring them back here. And I'll say this for any child that feels like they've sent it or they FaceTimed or they did or it, please never feel like, and I'll say it again, never feel like it's you versus a predator. We will help you. It doesn't matter what they're holding over you. We will quietly get involved
Good.
and we will help you. You never, ever, ever, I don't care what you did. We don't want you to do anything inappropriate, but let's just say you did. We never want you to feel like there's no way out.
They're afraid to tell their parents because they don't want to get in trouble. You're not going to get in trouble by your parents.
Don't let the predator control.
I mean, your parents aren't going to be happy, but they're going to help you fix this and make you.
But at that age, you just feel like there's no way out.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. You don't want to tell your parents that you showed your stuff.
Yeah, there's no way that you're going to win that battle with the predator. You need the backup of your family. You need the backup of Crime Stoppers, an adult, somebody. Tell like school counselor, some trusted adult you have. If you want to tell your own parents, tell your best friend's mom.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, don't
exactly.
If you think your parents are not going to be happy, well, then tell somebody who can still help you.
A parent who says, gosh, my child who has an exposed picture or my child who's lost their life, we don't care about the exposed picture.
Yep.
We don't care. We don't want you to do it. I'll say it a million times, but if it happens, we will do anything to protect you and save you and rescue you.
I like this text number you have.
Yeah, 9041 and then the word safety and number. So 9014. Gosh, my dyslexia is right there in
you and
shining
I,
spotlight,
we
is
both
it
have
not?
It. We both have it.
9014 and then the word safety and numbers is 72. Did I get it right?
Yep.
3389.
Yep.
Okay.
3389.
So those things you have to just started, so now we got to say it a lot.
Repetition.
9014 safety.
Powered by
Text
Phillips
that.
66. So we're
Thank
so
you, Phillips
thankful.
66, for that.
So
Crime-stoppers.org. There's so much information on their website. I was just reading before you came in here. Y'all have this whole thing from January about how to tell that a massage spa is an illicit business or not.
All kinds of stuff there.
It's fascinating. So much information from you, Rania, every time you're here. Thank you for it. And thank you
for what you do.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. We love you. Love you. Thank you.
Love you too. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Coming up next, did you miss what happened on Closure today? Oh, it had to do with an animal farm. We found out. It was an animal farm.
Not the book.
What? You're going to hear it next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.